The European Union, a place where you can be yourself. A place of freedom where we are united as one. A place full of beautiful landscapes. Here, we disregard people's differences because we are all the same. You, me, him, we are all Europeans. Europeans fighting for equality. Europeans striving for world peace. We are all connected by the union amongst us that we call the European Union.
In this video, we're going to talk about some things the European Union does for the environment to slow down climate change. The EU has set climate and energy goals for 2030 to, for example, cut down on at least 40% of greenhouse emissions compared to emission levels in 1990, boost the share of renewable energy production to at least 27%, and improve energy efficiency by a minimum of 27%.
To achieve these goals, we must take care of the forest and wildlife in Europe. Because of that, EU has ensured the founding of many environmental protection areas through the project Natura 2000, which is the largest coordinated network of 26,000 protected areas in the world, covering almost 20% of EU's landmass. Natura 2000 offers a safe haven for Europe's most threatened species. For example, Nirby-Oset here in Örebro in Sweden.
The EU's work also includes banning harmful chemicals in products to protect people and the environment from toxics, including materials, liquids, etc. For example, according to the EU chemicals legislation, the seller or product should inform consumers about certain substances in the product which could be harmful. If more than 0.1% of the product's weight contain any of the substances on the EU's list of banned chemicals, it could result in health risks for the consumer. Therefore, many drugs are banned within the EU to make sure the individual's needs is in a priority and not the profit transnational companies.
To make sure that these rules apply not only in Europe but also in the whole world, the EU strives for one universal opinion on environmental foreign policy within the European Union. For example, regarding treaties about environmental change and universal bans on chemicals within the UN. This strengthens and stabilizes the united European effort against man-made climate change. The EU also shares knowledge to both developed and undeveloped nations internationally on how to create a green and sustainable economy that won't stagnate the development of said country. Now, all of this probably sounds good to you, but it's not always something you'd notice in day-to-day life. Even though we all should care, everyone is not that conscious about what chemicals our food or clothes contain. However, the EU is doing their best to make sure that a green and eco-friendly lifestyle is encouraged by, for example, lowering tariffs of green energy, like solar panels from China. No one can do everything, but everyone can do something, and together our efforts really count towards the bigger picture. Thanks for watching.